What's going on? I hope you're all doing well. One of the words that's been on my heart a lot lately has been this word simple. I think that we as men, and probably just people in general, but I think especially men, we like to make things seemingly more complicated than what they actually are. So let me put it like this. So often when we want to get in shape, we think, oh my goodness, I've got to have a gym membership, I need a trainer, I need all this different equipment, I need all these things. But the reality is, if we want to get in shape, we really just need to do a little bit more exercise, and we just need to eat healthier, take in less calories than what we need. And so I'm amazed constantly, because if you think about it, for most of us who the shape we're in and what we want to do in life, if really you could do push-ups and you could do squats and you could do maybe pull-ups, some crunches, and then if you were to, if you don't walk or run at all, if you were just to start walking regularly and then move into a run and a little bit more of a run and just kept growing that, like that's all it would take for you to get in shape. It wouldn't be some huge workout plan that you need, it wouldn't be some huge thing, but yet we want to make it complicated. And it's because of the complications a lot of times that we end up creating excuses to actually not get anything done. Think about it this way. We say, hey, I want to get out of debt. I want to save money. And we make it super complicated. I have to do this. I have to do that. We have all this whole list of things that keep us from doing that. But the reality is, if you want to save money and get out of debt, you just need to spend less money than you bring in. It's a pretty simple concept. And so as I continue to kind of ponder and think through this YouTube channel and some of the things that I'm doing with it, like one of the things that I really want to continue to emphasize and never stop emphasizing with you dads and with you men is keep it simple. Like, don't overcomplicate things, because I don't think, God says have faith like a child. In Psalms 116:6, it talks about that he preserves the simple. And so I don't think he ever meant this Christian life to be super overly complicated. And I think sometimes we just simply make it more complicated. We want to think that there's and there's a lot of great theology and there's a lot of great things there, but like at the end of the day, it's like walk with Jesus and do what he asks. Like I was reading, a friend of mine shared with me the other day a great article by Philip Yancey. He was being interviewed, I think it was by the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. And I read this article, and the interviewer at the end asked a question, and I loved Yancey's response. I think it was about whether or not Yancey thought he was a Christian. And so Yancey just said, well, do you follow Jesus? That's all he really said. Like, he didn't give this long explanation, this long thing, because at the end of the day, really that's what Jesus said in the New Testament was, do you follow me? Because if you follow me, then you're with me. And so I just want to take some time tonight, because it's just been really on my heart. I've been thinking a lot about it, been processing a lot about this idea of being simple, and that's what I want to do. I want to just encourage you as men and as dads and as husbands, don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. Keep stepping forward. Keep stepping into things. Because when we start making it complicated, it's easy for us to come up with a lot of excuses why it's not our fault, why we can't do it, why we have to do something else, when really if we keep it simple, we're able to just move forward and do it. And that's really what we need to do. And so as you go into 2020, you go into this new year, let's just keep this word simple on our mind. Let's be simple men who love God, who take responsibility, who love our wives, who love our kids, and walk with Jesus, and be simple, and take the word when it says something. Let's just take it for what it says. Let's not try to overdiagnose it. Let's not try to over tear it apart, but simply first, let's just take it for what it says. So when Jesus says, if you ask for my spirit, I'm going to give it to you, let's just believe that's true. When Jesus says that if you believe in me and you walk with me, then I will be with you, then when we're sitting there and we're not feeling like he's with us, let's just accept that he is with us. And what I think as we begin to do that, because I've done that in my life all throughout my life, where I've just overcomplicated and it's made it really difficult, and I find myself depressed or upset or bothered or let down because I don't feel like I'm feeling something, rather than just accepting the simplicity of this is what God said, so therefore it's true. So as we go into 2020, as I said, let's take this word of simple and let's live it. Let's apply it to every area of our life and keep it simple and keep moving towards Jesus, keep moving our families towards Jesus and not overcomplicate it. And I think in the end, what we're going to find out is life will be more filled with joy. We'll be filled with more passion and direction. We'll have deeper, more meaningful relationships because you know what? We're keeping it simple. And we're really, in the words of Nike, just doing it.